Tomorrow, the 9th of December, will officially be 2 months since the launch of Foschini and Rich Mnisi's fashion collaboration, celebrating Foschini's 100 years in business and 10 years of Rich Mnisi. Hello, my name is Nolu and welcome to Retail Chats, where we talk about our experiences. Sometimes we go out to see, feel, touch, and on good days we try on. Today we revisit the Foschini and Rich Mnisi's collaboration. It's officially been 2 months since the launch of the collaboration, and the stock is still available online. As of last week and yesterday, actually the 7th, the stock was still available on Bash. 2 of those items were on the BOGOF, the buy one get one free offer. Those items are the maxi dress and the kaftan. The t-shirt is sold out at this point in time. This was sold out and then they restocked. Initially they launched this in one store, which was, I'm assuming, was meant to be just online, and it was sold out. Then eventually 2 or 3 weeks after that, or two weeks after that, they restocked, which is not common for a limited edition unless the shipment was delaying, and then they prioritized their online store. When they stocked the scarf, they sent it to more stores, and with that, eventually the other scarf also arrived, which was initially not there on launch day, even a month after launch. I think it came like 3 weeks ago. Now, it's very uncommon for, especially a collaboration between a legacy brand and a designer to last this long. Usually items sell out. We've seen that with H&M collaboration. 24 hours is too long for H&M. In fact, with the H&M collaboration, again, depending on the units, we don't know how many units they actually give the superb list. However, that stock sells out in minutes. If you are lucky, you will find it at 9:10, but by 10 o'clock, no one is talking about that anymore. The items are sold out. I want to just mention a few of the things that might have led to slow sales. When the collaboration was announced, fans of Foschini, fans of Rich, or new customers were actually willing to pay and try, and they were excited for the collection. However, when it launched, it was not what people thought it would be. It was not what they expected. And they were expecting statement pieces because it's a Rich Mnisi. This collection did not meet those standards. It didn't even come close. Those that didn't really have expectations, they were at least hoping for items that would then come into their wardrobe and complement whatever items they already have, in a way to elevate their capsule wardrobe. It didn't represent the designer's true essence, true character, or DNA. It didn't come through. They just printed his name on the Foschini garments that were already there. At the end of the day, the people that like certain items purchase those items. What Foschini could have done to prevent the items lasting this long on their shelf, risking marking them down like they're doing now, buy one get one free. Unfortunate, because the entire idea is that we make it, we sell it, it's gone, no one gets it again. There will be people that bought it first, which doesn't really matter because you buy it because you want to secure your item, and there will be people that will buy purchasing those items at a very a fraction of the price. Their online campaign, behind the scenes, everything that came with this collaboration was very strong, except for the fact that somehow the call to action lagged. There was nothing making sure that a customer actually buys, and that being encouraging UGC, user-generated content, create a sense of FOMO. Unfortunately, these days, people do like items. There are items that people see in stores, but those items most of the times don't really sell themselves until someone tries it on and shares it online, and then suddenly people see the vision. Get people in different sizes to wear that dress. Show them how it looks on different people, on different bodies. But they only relied on the model when they were shooting the campaign, and that was it. In fact, the entire campaign, they only relied on that campaign. They didn't drill it down and work with creators that would actually push this. The creators that they had earlier in the year, this campaign needed those creators, even if you're not going to get for add-on selling purposes, which is the whole intention of also collaborating with some people, is that you want to somehow invite new customers. First of all, you want to sell to your current customers, invite new customers that might have left your store, your brand, for whatever reason. You're trying to recapture those people to come back to your store. You also want the audience from the other side, from the other collaborator, to come and visit your stores. So you also want to make sure that it is worthwhile for them. So I think they should have partnered with one or two creators to keep the messaging and the momentum going, and not rely on that highly curated behind the scenes that they did. Create a community. Take control of the conversation. The timing of the launch, it happened in the fourth quarter. People are keeping money for Black Friday. People are keeping money, and knowing that TFG has a lot of stores under their umbrella, most of the people that actually shop in Foschini right now, they are parents. So they're keeping that credit, whatever money they have available, those lay-bys, for festive season clothing, for Christmas clothing for their kids, or for themselves. So there's too much competition competing within them, the other brands under the same umbrella, and the timing as well. There was a lot happening when they announced the collaboration. There were festivals that just happened, the Rocking the Daisies, other people waiting for refunds from the other festival that didn't happen. So a lot was already happening financially for people, especially for youngsters that would have maybe went out of their way to purchase. And it comes also in the fourth quarter, where people are already planning for other items. Like, the priority is Christmas clothes. Communication for me was the biggest. They did not share the list of participating stores until the morning of the launch. Now, why would you do that? How are people supposed to plan their route? Because we already know that we have a sizing challenge. Because it's a limited edition, you would want your customers to know exactly where to go a day before. At least they released the list of stores on the day of the launch, and it wasn't released by Foschini, it was released by Rich on their page. Even online, not the entire whole collection was posted. We still don't know how many pieces were supposed to be there. There was nothing that says it's a 10-piece collection. These are the items. Came the day of the collection, went to the store because I was looking for this. The scarf wasn't there. They didn't know if it was coming. There was absolutely no sign of them communicating and updating. Because the first inquiry, if you've watched the previous video, you would see that when I asked, they said it sold out, which was not the case, because I know it wasn't sold out. It just didn't arrive. For it to arrive almost a month later, like 3 to 4 weeks in that time period, it arrived in one store. You get to the store, there seems to be a miscommunication regarding who's supposed to be purchasing. Is it supposed to be on the shop floor? Must it be kept at the back for online packing, for online store? It was just an unpleasant experience actually getting this scarf. But eventually sold out online, and they restocked. When they restocked, which is very, very unusual for a limited edition to have a restock. When they eventually restocked this, only this, then this also arrived, the blue one. Only then it also arrived. No one has ever said we are experiencing shipment problems. No one actually, nothing. There was never communication about why it's delaying, how long it's going to take. Absolutely nothing. Do you know what the worst part was? The worst part is that when we went to purchase in store or online, and I remember when I took some notes and I'm like, yo, seeing that people have these negative sentiments around this collection, maybe to remind other people that might have forgotten about the collection, a branded bag maybe would have made a difference. Still, I saw one creator unboxing their crop top, white t-shirt, and they had a bag, this bag. Wait, are the bags? I never got a bag, and they say yes. The purchase in Waterfront, but that was, I think, on day 4 of the launch or the first week, at the end of the first week. And I'm like, oh, okay, strange, because I never received one. The store that I purchased at, they didn't mention anything about a bag. Okay, so I scratched that off as a note, because this is a very strong marketing material. If a missed opportunity to for marketing, because this is free marketing. If these bags arrived on time, most people would have created content around this. Then other people would get that feeling, that fear of missing out, and start and actually go to the stores and purchase. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I called the store and I'm like, listen, this is what happened. I saw someone with a bag. I never got a bag. Do you guys still have the bags? Can I come fetch my bag? Because I purchased items. What do you need from me? Because I need the bag. Somewhere, somehow, in that price, there's a 10 cents there that went to this bag, which I paid for, and I want it. So no, just bring your receipt and we'll give you a bag. I went to the store to fetch my bag. They over allocated. Yes, it was a 100-year celebration. Yes, it was. There was this big story behind the collection. A limited edition. Launching in more than 10 stores is a stretch already. That was a long list of stores. That was a risk, especially when you also have an online platform that is working perfectly. You mass-produce the items, and now they are still available in stores. There are some stores that might be sold out, but online, looking at the size curve that is still available, it's a sign, considering that online does not actually, Foschini doesn't have a warehouse where they pull their e-commerce stock. They pull from stores. So which means stores are sitting with those sizes. Stores are sitting with those items. And that is then a sign that it was just too many stores that you launched in. Yes, you wanted accessibility, but it was too much. Limited edition is limited edition. It's limited. It needs to go. It needs to go. It should not reach. Now it has reached its maturity stage and it's in decline stage. It's risking crossing the line to go to markdowns, to a markdown. But well done to the t-shirt, because the cropped t-shirt is sold out. Well done to that. Obviously, this also sold out, and then they restocked. So that's a sign that they were loved, best loved items. One might argue that those items, they sold out due to the price point. It doesn't matter. It's sold out. If it's due to a price point, chances are then for the target market it was priced correctly. The t-shirt was sold out. I think it was $2.99, and then this was $200. So that sold out initially, and then they restocked it. And so well done to the item. Those items. Everything else is still available. The dress, the maxi dress in this print, and the kaftan, They are on buy one get one free. I think the buy one get one free is only on Bash because I didn't see the sign when I was in store. The stock was still in store. Not much though, maybe 3-4 items of each, but it is still available. And hopefully it doesn't reach the clearance, the full-on clearance period. On the 25th of October, the brand made an announcement on their socials that something else is coming, and then they posted an image. I'll post it there. And people started getting excited again. It's like, yes, yes, yes. This is what we were looking for. Only to find out the set that, or the dress, what looked like a white dress that they posted, and people really, really got excited for that. Like, yes, 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 yes. That is a Rich Mnisi. That is a collection we've been waiting for. Later on, they're like, no. Yes, it's phase 2. But for now, it's not available for sale unless you bid and you participate in an auction. And then that's how you get the items. There's a link. Follow the link on bio. But to be fair, that is phase 2 of the collection. And Strauss & Co. was part of that phase as well. And they did a charity event in Waterfront at the Zeitsmoker, an entire fashion show with obviously stakeholders in the industry and showcasing that. And obviously the bidding and the auction happened, but that is for a good cause. That is for charity. So, well, and even if this will actually make me feel good if even a certain percentage from this collection is going towards that, then please, whatever. Why must I complain? So well done to Foschini, well done to everyone involved for that aspect. That collection though will be available. The second phase of that collection is only launching in January 2026, but it will be sold on Rich Mnisi's website. Curious about the price point though. I know at this point in my life, I cannot afford that. Because the items that they posted that were up for auction, there was a set that started at 8K, and another one, it was the bidding started at 11K. So I'm not sure what was the official final auction price. But those will be available on Rich Mnisi's website. If I do not forget, I will just check the collection and see the price point. But yeah, so hopefully those people that were expecting statement pieces, they'll be able to get there. Let's hope. January, people are still recovering from holiday and trying to get back to work and all of that. So I'm not sure how is that gonna perform, but hopefully it will at least close the gap for those people that didn't like anything from this collection, and then they can shop part 2 of it that side. If Foschini is planning to do this again in future with any other designer and other local designer, it just needs to be aligned. When you're making such collaboration, hope to capture everyone. Unfortunately, you can't put everyone in one basket. You're gonna have to be selective and make sure and make a decision, a very hard decision, as to who is it that you are targeting when you are making a limited edition or collaboration, because that is why you have different brands under your current store right now, is to suit very specific people. Luella, you're targeting Luella customers, and this is your persona for your Luella clients. You know exactly with which people you are targeting based on their purchase profile. And so that should have happened with this collaboration as well. It's like, okay, fine. Yes, we are working with Rich right now. Rich, we are saying this is the story within our target market. This is the group that we're targeting. Let's make something for those people, because those people, our customer profile, this is a group of that matches your customer profile from us, from our database. These are the people. So let's make something that will represent and speak to our people, our customers that can't necessarily afford your brands, but this is our ideal customer. And just select from that group and select that specific customer, because you're not going to target everyone. You can't please everyone, unfortunately. But all in all, it was a great idea. The story behind it was strong. The behind the scenes, the visuals, everything was strong. I just wish it was stronger enough to make people want to purchase those items and finish them in no time. I did not expect this size. They are massive, because I've been buying scarves and usually they're not, I mean, you see, it's quite big. So this can even weigh to the top up, you see. It's quite big, and I mean, I always need scarves, whether it's to wear like this or just when I don't feel like, when I'm having a bad hair day, they will come in handy. Obviously it's our money, so we're not just gonna support and spend money on supporting brands for the sake of supporting brands. They just need to come on board. And talking about that, I'm gonna remove this now. Picknpay clothing on the 1st of December. I'm telling you, they took notes. When we gave them feedback regarding their resort wear last year, December, this festive season, they sat down and Gavin actually took notes and he delivered this time around. They launched their resort wear with Gavin Rajah. That collection, it's made up of knitwear. It's knitwear and the linen range. From dresses to shorts, skirts. It's a beautiful range, and the most expensive item is $4.99, which is a dress. So and online, and the smart thing that Picknpay did this time around, they did online pre-orders which sold in 24 hours. Also, that was brilliant, because you want to control the units, because now these are the people that have done their homework. These are the people that have studied and took feedback, and they understood exactly what was required from them as the business and to deliver to their customers. They did open pre-orders which were sold out, and I know those pre-orders were delivered to customers because people were wearing that in the previous weekend at the Champagne Festival. The blue and white, it would fit perfectly with the blue and white theme. And so those people got their orders way before the launch. On launch, you got to the store, everything was there. All the items were there as advertised in store, well presented as they were shown on their website and their socials. And guess what? I went to Claremont because I knew exactly where to go, because they posted exactly which stores would be stocking which range. That is why I insist on the stores to share which participating stores. And if there's a shipment delay, update your people. Even if you're outsourcing your social media services, when you have such campaigns, it needs to be prioritized. You're gonna have to pay that extra fee for your administrator, your community manager to go and make adjustments. Or have someone from your head office also to have access to actually be able to, if there's an emergency or if there's a product delay, inform your customers. So Picknpay did that very well. Well done, and I hope this range sells out. And well done and congratulations. I went to Beauty on Tap opening. I'll also share the clips. It was beautiful. Well done to the Beauty on Tap. That was actually the first time I ever interacted with the brand, but I've been seeing and following the brand since they've been just operating online, and people were talking about beauty on tap, and I'm like, I never knew what to buy from them. And now it was so much easier to actually feel and see the items. So yeah, I will finally buy my first ever pastry items, and I'm enjoying the items that they also gave us in that goodie bag. So now, can you see the glow? But look at that. The items that were in that goodie bag are actually allowing me to sample and know exactly what I would buy from the store. But so far, the pastry body care range also. Well done to the Beauty on Tap store. Welcome to Cape Town. To more growth. Now it's officially festive season now. Mihlali launched a store. We opened a store in Santin the Mark, I believe. They sell evening wear type of dresses, and she posted about it she showed us the behind the scenes on her latest vlog, and she does share it on her stories as well. So well done to Mihlali, and yeah, to more growth, man, to more growth, and welcome to the retail space, and all the best. So the way she mentioned when she was actually touring the store, she was still visiting. It was still a construction site then. She also mentioned that there's a room where they'll be doing alterations. So I think they'll have someone based in the store to alter your garment. Thank you so much for watching the videos. Thank you so much. Enjoy your festive season. Spend wisely. It's just a festive season. If you're a gift shopper, enjoy your gift shopping and gift wrapping. And be safe.